Good day, Section 35. We are the Group 2, and this presentation is about exploring the ideas about intuition, proof, and certainty. Without further ado, let's begin the discussion.
What do we mean about intuition in mathematics? It is the ability that we humans understand something immediately. From instinctive feeling rather than conscious reasoning, and we use our common sense to distinguish some mathematical problem in a good judgment.
For example, what would be the product of 378 plus 113 divided by 2? The answer would be around 200 plus. That would not be the exact number, but is somehow accurate and mostly right, having solved it within a seconds.
What is the purpose of proof in mathematics? This is all about proving some certain statements. Math is based on deductive reasoning. A deductive reasoning is a process of reasoning from different statements to reach a logical conclusion.
For the types of mathematical proofs, we included direct proof, indirect proof, and proof by induction with corresponding examples to further understand.
Direct proof, meaning proving something by showing how it came to be. Example, consecutive integers word problem. Two consecutive integers add up to 37. Find the integers in x plus 1 equals 37. The answer is 18 and 19. Indirect proof, also known as proof by contradiction. It begins by assuming the opposite of the statement that is to be proven. Example, theorem equation. 1 plus 1 would always be equal to 2 but would never be 3. If the equation 1 plus 1 can never suffice the value of 3 as the sum unless we add another value to make it 3.
Proof by induction or mathematical induction is a special way of proving things. It has only two steps according to the site Math is Fun. Step 1, show it is true for the first one. Then step 2, show that if any one is true, then the next one is true, then all are true. For example, is 3 raised to n minus 1 a multiple of 2? Let's find out if the statement is true by doing the steps I've mentioned earlier. For step 1, show it is true for n is equal to 1. So 3 raised to 1 minus 1 is equal to 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Yes, 2 is a multiple of 2, which means 3 raised to 1 minus 1 is true. For step 2, assume it is true for n is equal to k. So 3 raised to k minus 1 is true. Now prove that 3 raised to k plus 1 minus 1 is a multiple of 2. So 3 raised to k plus 1 is also 3 times 3 raised to k. And then split 3x into 2x and 1x. And each of these are multiples of 2 because 2 times 3 raised to k is a multiple of 2. And 3 raised to k minus 1 is true. We said that in the assumption above. So 3 raised to k plus 1 minus 1 is true.
What do we mean about certainty in mathematics? Certainty is a state of mind, not an objective measure of knowledge, based on how convinced we are of the validity or accuracy of knowledge, rather than its actual validity or accuracy. Very certain, but also wrong at the same time.
The best example for certainty is probability. Probability is a numerical description of how likely an event is to occur or how likely it is that a proposition is true. Probability can be imagined in numerical bases such as 0 and 1. 0 indicates impossibility while 1 indicates certainty. The higher the probability of an event, the more likely it is that the event will occur.
Thank you for these sites for our successful presentation. And that's all. Thank you for listening. It's a wrap.